literally, Wilson is like my favorite character in this movie, and he's a freaking volleyball. No, I'm just joking, but Wilson is tight. He's tight like that. But this is the Castaway movie review, and I've been looking for this movie, and I don't have Netflix or anything like that, so I've been desperately looking for it. And then I found it at a Walgreens when I was picking up some medicine, and I'm like, oh, Mom, can I get this? Sure, why not? It was only $4.99, so that was pretty interesting. So I watch it. It's a 2.5 hour movie. So this FedEx guy and whatnot, and then he gets on this plane and whatnot, and then he crashes, and he's on an island for like an hour and a half. So he's struggled to survival, and what I love about this movie, it has like no coincidences. Well, there is like one or two, but like without those one or two coincidences, he would be like straight up dead. Like the coincidences you can do without are like the fire. He like struggled to make this fire. He struggled to catch fish, and I'm glad they didn't just like waste like a whole lot of time on making me watch him struggle to catch a fish. They show you once or twice, and then they do a 4 years later thing, and then they show him just killing fish like it's nothing. Another thing I love about this movie is the acting. Tom Hanks actually carries this movie throughout the whole thing. And what really freaked me out was him having a full-blown conversation with the freaking volleyball, and the timing was just right. It didn't seem forced, like I'm talking to this bottle over here. It's not like me going like, hi bud, oh yeah, I understand, it's a bad day. Something like that. He like made it seem like he was actually talking to the volleyball. And I loved it how they did a small transition. Like when he was making the fire, he cuts his hand and touches the volleyball. And like it was an actual struggle. Everything I seen in this movie, what probably actually happened. It's not like you're gonna just get on the boat and just like get out of that island. You're gonna have to struggle with some tidal waves and stuff like that. And he got stabbed in the leg with a freaking coral reef thingy majiggy. That must suck. And it was horrible. So then he starts building this bond up with Wilson, the volleyball. At first, he's like, hey, yeah, this is stupid. I'm talking to a volleyball. To him, be like this. Yeah, I know, Wilson, I know. And then he starts actually having conversations with him. Then it seems like they're best buddies. And then they would have arguments. And then he almost killed Wilson, almost lost him. And then he gets him back. And then they're like friends. Like this relationship between a freaking volleyball and Tom Hanks' character, Chuck Noland, that seemed the most real friendship I've seen in a while. It's pretty crazy. That's some serious acting chops it takes to do that. Definitely better than Twilight. Like there was a picture I posted on my Instagram. Here it is. Yeah, that picture shows still a better love story or something like that than Twilight, and I agree with it because that relationship between in the Twilight series was so freaking fake. Choose the damn one or the other. Stop being a bitch about it. Pick one. It's not that freaking hard. Or just be best friends with one and make love to the other. It doesn't matter. I don't want to see a love triangle play out like this. Freaking Hunger Games does it better, and that's awesome. So, like, this relationship was so real, and that's what made this movie so great. This relationship between a volleyball and a guy. And he starts using these freaking FedEx packages, and he starts using them for survival. At first, he's like, it takes him like 30 minutes, like, to get all the freaking FedEx packages. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Are you still worried about the damn package? Are you still worried about delivering them? Give a damn shit about your job and start thinking about survival. And then he actually uses them for survival, except for one box. That was one thing I never picked up in this movie, was him using that one FedEx package in this movie. He decides just to deliver this one. I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know who it was to. They teased it. It was like some farmhouse or something like that. I don't know what made that box so special. So if you know, please leave it in the comment section below. And another thing is, the one problem I have with this movie is when he does get off the island. Spoiler alert! It's 1990. It's like it came out 2000. So if you haven't seen it, you're either not gonna watch it or it doesn't matter anymore. You already know what happens. But when he gets off the island, I think the film started like dragging on It's like it just felt kind of forced or something like that. I can't exactly explain it. It just felt like they were just trying. I'm like, okay, I get it, he's home. Just wrap it up, and then they just kept on going and going and going and going. And then the ending kind of pissed me off. He's at an intersection. He gets out of his damn car and just goes like this. So what next? Get in your damn car, put on the AC. You haven't had that in a while. And just drive off to your freaking house. Okay, you have life so sweet now. Life is sweet now, and you're not in the freaking island talking to a volleyball. So that was the only problem I had. Other things like small things like in the truck or the car he was driving, he had Coca-Cola and stuff like he had on the island, like he had hay or something like that, and then he freaking had a new volleyball just sitting there in the freaking passenger seat. I thought that was awesome, saying that he's still mentally fucked up, he's still destroyed, and I love that about this movie. Like, he didn't just, oh yeah, I'm off the island, hey bitches, what's up? Like, that was one thing they did well in Arrow. He's still kind of messed up. Like, he's terrified to explain what happened on his island. So he comes back off the island as a changed person. And I love that about this movie. The transformation from such a freaking hard worker to this guy who's got to fight for survival. And then whatnot. So I give this, like I said, I really hate giving movie review ratings. And because, like, my opinion, if I watch it again, it's going to be a little bit different and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to give it a solid 9.5. Like, the rating system is so different because I don't rate on, like, the movie quality. I rate it on the type of movie that it is. If it's a superhero movie, I rate it on what kind of superhero movie that is. Did I have fun? Is there a lot of action? Is there character development? In movies like this, like drama, and like there was some comedy, I found some humor in it when he was like talking to Wilson. It was kind of not like fun humor, it was like creepy humor, like this, Wilson, I'm sorry! And that scene, I forgot to mention this, that one scene was so dramatic, and I was actually getting ready to tear up over a freaking volleyball. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, you got man the hell up. Oh my god, it was like so amazing how they actually managed to make me care for a volleyball. Because I'm like, when he loses the volleyball, Wilson, you actually, that movie made you think, what is he gonna do? Because that was his only source of entertainment. Even though he was going psycho, what the hell is he gonna do? Talk to the sharks? Oh, hi, Sparky. You know, don't kill me or anything like that. So I actually was like, not only is Wilson gone, his best friend has no one to talk to, so he's gonna be just sitting there, just afloat in the world, and that was pretty freaking scary. So yeah, I give this a 9.5 because of like the character development, how realistic this movie was, and how the transformation is fluent. It's not like forced or anything like that. But that 0.5, well, the 0.4, because I never give 10s, if you guys know. That ending wasn't so forced. It would have been easily like a 9.8 and 9.9. So, thank you for watching, guys. This is the Castaway movie review. Please like, subscribe, and all that crap. Later, and goodbye. Boop.